Hey there, folks. Come home today and I get this in the mail. It's my Butch Ball custom order Skorpion Junior model full titanium knife. I'm very excited about it. To be honest, I never really heard anything about Butch Ball until the Benchmade ball flipper. I was very impressed with the ball flipper, the Benchmade ball flipper. That was the ball flipper, as you guys know, didn't have a bearing system. It's just washers. This one does have a bearing system. So, shot out of the dark, I figure I went to Butch Ball's website and I emailed him, and he got back to me like that same day. And I was just curious to see what he had in production, you know. And he was actually making a couple of knives for an upcoming show. And he said he had one left available, you know, that'll be ready like in a week. I mean, that's how fast it was. I mean, it was just perfect timing on my part. And luckily, I called Butch. So I ordered this knife. I'll tell you right now that this knife did not cost as much as my tie spine. Just to give you a price point there. I don't want to tell you exactly, but for a custom knife, it was very, very, very reasonable. This is 1 out of 5. He made 5 frame locks for the show, and I got one of them. So this is just 1 out of 5. If you look up the Skorpion Junior model, he has them like with G10 liner locks. So this one is a frame lock. So again, this is the Skorpion Junior model. It does have a ball bearing system. It does have an internal stop pin, so the blade is milled out to accommodate the stop pin. I haven't taken it down yet, I just got it today. So I did test out I did adjust it. I tried to adjust it. What's interesting about this is that because if you notice, it's a little off center, just slightly off center. So I tried to adjust it, and what I realized is the way Butch made this is if you tighten it all the way down on both sides, this is the best centering you can get. Any looser than that, it kind of rubs up against this. But when you tighten all the way down like this, I just what do you call it? I just Loctited it, but now it doesn't flip that well. Give you a shot. You do need to flick it out a little bit. It does have a bearing system, so maybe with a little practice I'll get it. I just got it there. So the way he designed it is if you lock it both all the way down, there's no rock at all. It is solid. It is solid. Just take a look at this construction. I mean, it's precise. The way Butch did it, it's precise. Look at this, barely no gap between the handle and the blade. Look at the lockup. Look at the lockup on this. It's very early lockup. And you could tell it's a custom knife because if you look at the jimping, now Butch does all this by hand, you'll see it's not exact. I mean, it's not CNC'd. He does this by hand. Can you see that? Even on the jimping on the back of the blade, you can see it's not a perfect, where, you know, it's not perfectly lined up. You know, it gives it a little personality. Good stock on the blade. This blade is ATS 34, which I believe is the same as 154 CM. So it's a good corrosion resistant steel. He's got these cute little standoffs that he probably makes himself. It's all titanium. The handles are titanium, the pocket clip is titanium, and he basically gave me my choice of anodizing color, and he electro-anodized this. I asked him for blue and gold. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't do it any justice, but it's almost like a purple, and it's when you like a groom small knife. When you touch it, it changes colors, just like typical anodizing. But just beautiful. So overall length of the blade is just a little bit 3 inches, 2 7/8. If you look at it, you see this minor So my spit. But there's minor imperfections on the blade, like this piece right here. And I saw this when he showed me the preview me with the pictures. And there's his logo right there. Ball Custom Knives. But I like that. I like the imperfections. Now that's like a signature for this knife. 1 of 5. I can always readily identify this knife. You can see some grind lines in there, some minor imperfections. But again, it's a custom knife, handmade by Butch. Overall length is 7 1/8, and again, it is a bearing system. I love how he milled all these holes in there. Do a comparison size-wise. So here's my Dua. So it's a little bit smaller than the Dua. So if you guys have a Dua, you get an idea what size-wise it is. Let's compare it to titanium, but look at the slabs though. The slabs of titanium are definitely thicker on the Butch Ball, on this Skorpion Junior model. No jimping, just on the back of the blade. I think this weighs a little more. I don't have an exact weight on it, I'm sorry. Completely not. I'm not too prepared, but look how he, just the detail that Butch puts on the handle here. He mills it. You can feel it's not the smoothest. You can tell he did this by hand because you feel little bumps on it. And the Grayman, it's more flat. And they rounded off a little bit, but Butch basically put more of an angle on it. Yeah, let's just get some macros of this bad boy. Very happy with it. Again, I couldn't believe how reasonable the pricing was for a custom knife. And again, there's only 1 of 5. It's quick too. He did like maybe 3 weeks since I spoke to him, and it's at my door today. He does have this Hinderer type lock bar stabilizer, which is higher than the Hinderer. Thought that was interesting. The pocket clip is titanium also. It's got good retention. I like the design of the pocket clip. It almost looks like a pen, like a Parker or something. Everything I already showed you. The lockup. Lockup is very early, but very solid. It's got good detent, very good detent actually. So I guess when it breaks in, I can flip this better. I don't want to flip it too much because I just Loctited it. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. So my first custom knife from Butch Ball. Alright folks, hopefully I'll get to meet most of you guys at the East Coast Custom Knife Show. Definitely get in on the lotteries, the Hinderer lotteries at 4 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. So if you get there around 1 or 2, I don't know if you get the VIP pass, you might get in there earlier, but I plan to be there like around 1 or 2 o'clock, and that's definitely plenty of time to get in on the lottery. They had limited lotteries listed at the website, but you never know, they might have more by the time we get there, so definitely sign up for the, actually the only one I'm interested in is the Hinderer. I didn't even see Beg with a lottery. Yeah, that's it. So alright, that's really it. So I just want to show you this new custom knife. Alright folks, peace.